Now is the time. We have the month of March, a monthly update, and, well, those of you who are observant will see that the next thing we have on the list is the match against MK Dons Checkatrade Trophy. That's the final that I mentioned in the last update. That one will be on camera. So, check in a few more days for that match to go up. But first, again, most important, see the link in the description for the poll. Which team should I play in FIFA 18? Choices again are Port Vale, Newport County, Wycombe Wanderers, and Foursquare Rovers. I have to think on that for a second. So let's jump right into the update. Let's see what's going on. We will look at the league table first. Let me find that. Alright, so here's the table. Not a whole lot has changed. We are still sitting on top. A healthy lead, still 11 points and only 6 games left. Let's do a little bit of math. Assuming we draw every match, that's 6 more points added to the 11-point lead we already have. That gives us 17 points cushion, assuming we draw. If we get one win, that puts us to 19. And that's more than you can get from 6 games that the Dons and Rotherham have, although Rotherham only would have 18 behind us, so unless Rotherham win every game and we do worse than drawing every game, they can't catch us. So one more win and we're effectively safe as long as we don't lose. So we are just narrowly away from clinching the league title. What else do we have to look? Let's look at the results that got us there. Up here. See, that's the match day. So we opened the month with a 1-1 draw to Bristol. This was a frustrating match. Anwar Hamdan got his first goal. Lovely curled effort from the top of the box. But Bristol were able to equalize immediately after by, let's face it, it was a cheap one. Larson came out to claim one of their corners, has the ball in his hands, and the guy just plows straight through him, knocking the ball into the net. That was one of the most angering goals that I've had to concede this season. We moved over to Walsall. It was an away match. Much better performance, 5-1 win. Christian Larson in midfield opened the scoring. Miranda scored, Collins scored, and then Watson scored twice late on to do that one. Over here, I'm not going to spoil that one just yet. The Manchester City game is on camera. It's up. It's been up for almost a week now, I think. If you haven't seen it, do it. It's our highest build match of the series so far, so check it out. It's a good one. And then a 1-0 win to Coventry in the league. Who got the goal there? We lost Lavity to injury. It was a really nasty kind of match. But that's kind of how Coventry play. Hamden scoring again late on to get us 3 points. And then somewhere in between me playing that one and this match against Barnsley, a patch dropped and it completely wrecked the game. It took a few days, almost a week, to figure out what exactly they did and get back in the swing. This one was a 0-0 draw. It took a few games in other careers to figure out what was going on, but the first match I came back to play, I couldn't put 2 passes together. I just do everything I normally did and no one could make a pass. Even playing with high-ranked teams, Celtic, Barcelona, couldn't make a pass. And every time you put a shot on target, it didn't matter where the keeper was, he would save it. So it took a little while for that patch to settle down and figure out what was going on. Next match, again, another draw, Southend. I was still on the verge of figuring this one out. They got a goal early. We tried playing 3 in the back for this one because we are feeling the effects of a rough schedule. So I wanted to rest some of the defenders since we're actually kind of short, it turns out. They hit us immediately. We went 1-0 down, but Randall managed to scrape one back at the end of the first half to secure a draw. And then back at home against Scunthorpe, we pulled off a win. Owen Nevins with a sweet goal to open that one. They got a really cheap equalizer. They swung it across. I'm just like, oh, you just clear that. But of course, defender takes a touch and allows the attacker an easy shot from 6 yards out, 1-on-1. Immediately after that, though, they went they went a man down, which was actually one of the funniest things I've seen in FIFA. I didn't get it on camera, but I'll describe it. I can't remember who was playing in midfield at the time, but one of our midfielders, got on the ball. Their striker came back to try and slide in front of him and stop him from advancing. The thing was, Owen Evans, who had just scored, so it looked like retaliation, happened to be standing in the way of the slide tackle, and he went straight through him. Referee calls it straight in the back pocket for a red card. Technically accurate, but it's just funny how the AI is so bad that they don't consider other players in the way when making a tackle for the ball. So, there's that. After that, Mendes Lang and Johnny White got on the score sheet to clinch the win. Alright, nothing to talk about in the Youth Academy yet, although there's still a couple of interesting prospects coming through. The new, more expensive scout that we got after the income in the transfer window is actually pulling up some good choices, so in a month or two we could have some really good prospects coming into the Youth Academy. We don't really need to look at the finances too closely because they're still doing very well. Our manager rating is still doing very well at 95. That's well higher than we managed to get last season. Some squad updates, nothing major. We gave Jazzy a new contract because we need to keep him around. He's our main right back, but he's also one of our weakest starters, so one of the positions I need to strengthen in the next season. Johnny White wanted a raise, just a little one, so we gave it to him, and now he's got a really long contract. It's going to take a lot to buy him out of that. We decided, I say we, it's all we, no I about it, we're a team. I renewed Sean Riggs' contract because I think we might have some trouble bringing in a backup left mid. I mean, Johnny White's obviously first choice, he's a talented kid, but we need backup, and Sean Rigg is aging and his stats are going down, and he may not be the best backup for playing in the championship. But we need to keep him around just in case. And I think that is all. I will leave it there. There is one more month, and it's a busy schedule. I think about 8 games on the calendar. Remember to follow on Twitter if you want the updates on those matches as they're played. Of course, the next one will be against MK Dons on camera. Look for that in a few days. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Like if you are enjoying how the team is doing this season. Comments on what you think. If there's a match that you want to see played, I'll just go over here to the calendar. We're not going to go through them one by one. We've already got the Checker Trade Trophy final on camera. If there's another one of those matches you want to see on camera, leave a comment on that. Don't forget to go vote for your choice of the FIFA 18 career mode team. There's one more thing I thought I wanted to have your... one more thing that I want your input on. Scott Bennett, let's have a quick look at him. We are a little bit short on defenders at the moment. His contract is running out. We have one centre-back coming in on... on a free, Charlie Raglan, but we may need extra backup. Normally I wasn't planning on keeping him, but he's still improving. He just gained another point to his overall at the end of last month, so just right now. So he may have some talent left in him yet, and he might be necessary for the championship. At least certainly if we can't bring in another centre back to provide backup for Hansen, Raglan, and Adu. And he can also play defensive mid as well, which we've used him for a few times this season. So, do you think we should keep Scott Bennett, or should we let his contract expire? Comments on that. Alright, that will do it. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the MK Dons final. Maybe we can get some silverware. And I will see you all in that match. Peace out, homies.